Hello guys, welcome back to EB's Gaming for another epic video. Today we're going to be talking about the game that will be the end of bloxfruits. So without further ado, let's get this video started. Our subscriber giveaway just ended yesterday, but because the winner of that subscriber giveaway didn't want the permanent Buddha fruit, we are going to be doing another permanent Buddha fruit giveaway next week or after the Dark Blade giveaway. So this might be your last chance to win a permanent fruit, and if you want it, all you have to do is subscribe. And we are also going to be doing a Dark Blade giveaway at 87,500 subscribers. So this is a huge opportunity for you to win game passes. Subscribe now to be part of our subscriber giveaways, and our ultimate goal is to reach 100,000 subscribers. Subscribe and let's get this video started. Alright, so bloxfruits is an amazing game. It is the top Roblox One Piece game, and it is the biggest One Piece game in all of history. It is, the biggest One Piece game. However, it's not without its issues. Delayed updates, gatekeeping of information, miscommunication, and a bunch of other stuff has made bloxfruits alienate a bunch of its loyal followers. Bloxfruits, while being one of the best games I've ever played, honestly has become a game that's just been plagued by what it appears to be owners that just like to gatekeep information and also doesn't communicate well with their fans. And again, as great as this game is, if you have owners that are not communicating well with their fans, you can't help but want to look for another game developer or another game where you're going to be treated fairly and where you're going to have consistent updates and also great communication with the owners of the game. And there is a new game like that in town. Although it's not yet released, it will be released very soon. Introducing Reles. Now, Reles is an amazing game, and while it is a One Piece game just like bloxfruits, I doubt its abilities to completely kill bloxfruits in terms of numbers. The title is there because while it may never be able to kill bloxfruits in terms of numbers, a lot of bloxfruits' loyal or once loyal followers will be moving on to Reles and possibly never coming back. And I advise a lot of you guys to do the same as well. And here's why. I don't think bloxfruits will be the type of game that will be getting consistent updates ever. I think bloxfruits is going to be one of those games that's going to update once a year, and in that time it updates, it's going to get tons of players, but after that, it's not going to be getting an update. And this is going to be something that's going to most likely never change because the owners are already pretty rich. If you don't like delayed updates, broken promises, miscommunications, and greedy and super overpriced fruits, then I think Reles is going to be the perfect substitute for you. And again, nothing stopping you from playing bloxfruits, but because bloxfruits is, in my opinion, that type of game that likely will never be getting consistent updates, Reles is amazing because it's going to be right there, ready to receive us when bloxfruits, the abusive game, fails to updates and meet our promises or their promises. Speaking of expensive permanent fruits, these permanent fruits right here are super expensive and they cost a ton of Robux. So if you want to get these permanent fruits without, paying any money, that's where the sponsor of today's video is going to help you. Introducing KINO is an amazing app that ranks the best quality Roblox games. When you play higher ranked games, you earn KINO coins. Earn enough KINO coins and redeem them for real life Robux. So what are you waiting for? Download KINO now and start playing to improve your skills and earn Robux. Make sure to use my referral code KM4DJH when signing up to earn 300 KINO coins for free. We will also be doing a permanent fruit giveaway for everyone that uses my referral code when signing up on KINO, so don't forget this very important step if you want a free permanent fruit. KINO. KINO is a very great sponsor. I've been sponsoring them for a couple of months now, and if you want to be part of a separate permanent fruit giveaways for those people that uses my referral code, all you have to do is enter my referral code in KINO, KM4DJH. The truth with Reles is that it likely will be a game that will attract a more matured audience, and let's be honest here, a lot of the people that are playing bloxfruits are kids, and they probably will not be able to understand this level of combat and this level of gameplay. It's more likely that these kids will just stick to bloxfruits where all they have to do is spam their favorite fruits that they bought with their mommy's credit card. that is very likely going to be the case for a lot of the kids playing Roblox right now. It's most likely the case that they will never understand the game that is Reles, because it is, at the end of the day, a game that will be attracting a more matured audience, and it's not even going to try to attract bloxfruits fans. The reason why it's going to be so effective in taking some of the bloxfruit fans, like for me, I was a Reles hater once, but because of how bad bloxfruits and the owners treat their community, I am now a fan of Reles, and I do believe that that is going to be the case for a lot of people, especially those people that are on the more matured side. I get that some people, the kids, will likely never switch to Reles, but again, having a community, having a game that's going to be updating consistently and it's going to be taken care of by owners and developers that actually care about the game, then it's going to be a very great substitute to the other big game that's most likely never going to get consistent updates. Apart from that, let's actually talk about the superiority and the benefits of bloxfruits and the benefits of Reles, and let's see which is the better game. Again, I already mentioned that these are two very different games, and Reles is going to attract a more matured audience, bloxfruits is going to attract a kids audience, and let's still try and compare to see which actually is better in terms of some aspects. Okay, so right now, as you guys can see right here in the screen, the combat system is clearly more advanced in Reles. But complex doesn't always mean better. I think since it hasn't released yet, we can't really say how good it will feel like. So I wouldn't really judge how good Reles' combat system feels. From what I'm seeing right here, it's not the type of combat to just spam fruits. It's a very complex combat that reminds me a lot of Deep Woken, because there is a padding system in this game. In terms of bloxfruits combat though, bloxfruits combat is more superior in terms of just simplicity and speed. I think the speed of bloxfruits combat is much better, and it actually is much more simple. So for now, I actually will give the combat system to both of these games, especially since Reles has not released yet. It's very hard to say, oh, Reles is going to have the better combat system, especially since they are both a very different game. One other thing that we can compare them in is models, and in my opinion, this is where we're going to see a clear victor. In my opinion, the models of Reles are actually much superior compared to the models that we have in bloxfruits, because again, the Reles models is going to be aiming for a more matured audience, which is why it's going to require models that are going to look a lot better. Compare this to some of the bloxfruits models, and while the bloxfruits models aren't that bad, I think Reles models are clearly much more superior compared to the bloxfruits ones. You can take a look at some of these models right here, and this is actually the first sneak peek we have of them, the first teaser video. But yeah, these models are actually a lot better. Here are some more Reles quality models, and it's actually really amazing what they can do with the models. This is absolutely insane. Now, the next thing that we're going to talk about is animations, because a lot of people don't take a look at animations, but in my opinion, animations is also very important in the game. And this is also another area where Reles is absolutely going to destroy bloxfruits. The animation in Reles is 1,000 times better than the animations we are going to see or we have seen in bloxfruits. So this is an area where, in my opinion, Reles is the victor. Now let's even the odds by taking a look at the VFX. Which game has better VFX? And this is actually very important, and the answer might actually be very subjective, but in my opinion, there is a clear winner. Taking a look at the VFX in their sneak peeks and in their other videos, it's very clear that the VFX is not the strongest part of Reles. It's not that type of game to have the most shiny, the most powerful, the most outlandish VFX, and it's really not that game that focuses on VFX. It's not that type of game. Even though the VFX are pretty good, in my opinion, it's almost not comparable to the VFX in bloxfruits. And this is mostly due to the fact that Shafi is actually a damn good VFX artist. While it might not be close while it might be, some people might say Reles has better VFX, but in my opinion, it's almost uncontestable. It's almost not even a fair fight. bloxfruits just has much better VFX as of now, at least, and this is mainly due to the fact that Shafi is goated. Now, there's more things to talk about, such as, for example, permanent fruit prices. Reles has already mentioned that they're not going to, focus that much on permanent fruit, so it's not going to be as paid to win, which is also a point for Reles. But we're not going to talk about that right now since the game isn't released yet. But the thing that, in my opinion, really just makes Reles win, clearly the superior game in terms of exploration, content, and their developers and owners, in my opinion, are just more reliable. And yeah, I think Reles is just a lot better in terms of a lot of aspects. And Bloxfruits is a more simpler game, easier to play, and also better for kids. Again, Bloxfruits is a simple game. You play this game to relax and, to just have fun with your friends. While Reles is the game that you actually put your mind into, because it is a game meant for a more matured audience. But yeah, with that being said, I think both of these games have their strengths. But because Bloxfruits has quite the owners that don't communicate well with their fans, Reles and the Rel brothers be the most being the developers or the owners that are just super nice to their fans, or they're not that nice, but the thing about them is they're just super open with their community. This is the number one thing that people are looking for right now. People are now experiencing the fact that the Bloxfruits owner doesn't care for the community at all, because the Bloxfruits community, the Bloxfruits owners, they don't say anything about their game. Whereas you have the Reles people right here who are posting every couple of weeks, every month, to keep the people updated on the progress that they're going to be experiencing, or the progress or the things that they're going to be seeing. Yeah, with that being said, I think Reles is an amazing game, and for me, it has already killed Bloxfruits. Moving forward, I probably will be playing Bloxfruits, but I am now more of a Reles fan, and I do believe that a lot of the people in my comment section are as well. That's gonna be it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching, and peace out.